LA Rams. So Matthew Stafford obviously is in the news. A lot of rumors that he may move on. A lot of rumors that the Giants may be after Matthew Stafford. But there's a report from Albert Breer saying that people close to Matthew Stafford thinks he wants to stay in LA and play for Sean McVay. Now, I would probably guess this. And, Coach, I got to break it down from you. Do you think that Matthew Stafford should stay in LA? Do you think McVay should keep him despite having to pay him probably a lot of money? What are your thoughts on this? Go ahead.
Yeah, there's no brainer. There's no better coach-quarterback combination in the NFL, arguably, other than the guys that have won 2 out of the last 3 Super Bowls in Andy Reid and Mahomes. I believe Andy Reid is the GOAT. I don't believe Mahomes is. This combination right here is as good as it gets, in my opinion, of anybody in the league. And that's why I want Cooper Kupp to go to Kansas City so he can tell everybody out there later on in life that Mahomes isn't even fucking close to Matthew Stafford. But what do I know? Here's the reason. Here's what I've heard, and we'll talk to Weddle about it, and we'll get him on this show from time to time. No doubt. McVay coaches him hard, contrary to belief. As a younger head coach who's not very many years removed from Matthew Stafford in age, gets after him. I've witnessed it on the sideline. I've seen him cuss his ass out coming off the field. It's crazy when you see a coach go to Matthew Stafford like, what the fuck are you doing? What are you fucking looking at? It's crazy because you know how complex that offense is. If Matthew Stafford does something that McVay cusses him out for, means there must have been some technical thing that he missed, either pre-snap, post-snap, at the line of scrimmage, during the snap, a check, something Stafford missed. Having said that, Stafford said, you know what? I can take coaching and I want to be here. Mm-hmm. And McVay knows that this guy plays with fucking broken ribs, plays with fucking through injury. We've seen him his entire career in a shithole-ass Detroit when they were bad. Played through multiple injuries, refused to come out, go back in the game to win a game, as the great clip shows that we've seen from time to time that you've seen out there where he said, now fuck that, put me back in and win the game. He wins the game. Mm-hmm. Stafford's a true warrior at quarterback. You cannot find this guy falling off trees. There is no Staffords floating around the NFL right now. So McVay knows this, and then Stafford takes 2 to tango. Stafford realizes it's the best play caller head coach for me at this stage on a team 1 play away from probably being Super Bowl champs today, because guarantee you they beat the Chiefs' ass just like the Eagles did, because the Rams team was rolling, and if they just ran the fucking football on 31, they fucking beat the fucking Eagles that game. In my goddamn gut opinion, they beat the Philadelphia Eagles this year in the playoffs, and that's what happened. We're talking about the Rams being Super Bowl champs right now. Now, I think they need to let him retire as a Ram. I think he needs to play 2 more years. They need to pay him and figure it out. I think Snead will figure it out. He's done a hell of a job as a GM. I think he's the most underrated GM in football. And Les Snead does a hell of a job getting those players from Verse to replacing Aaron Donald. He finds a Nakua. He also found another young wideout this year who hasn't been he's shown glimpses. Don't be surprised. They must be very high on him to tell Cooper Kupp, hey, we're going to let you go. So I forgot his name off the top, but what's the rookie's name last year? Perkins or fuck?
Are you talking about Perkins? Are you talking about Tutu Atwell on that roster?
No, there's a receiver that they just got as a rookie last year for the Rams. Some of you guys in the chat may know. He's a rookie wide receiver.
Chat, help us out here. Talking about Whittington?
Nah, Whittington.
Yeah, Whittington. Yeah, Jordan Whittington. Yeah.
He's going to be good. And they must see something in him. And he's also like a Nakua, height-wise, size-wise, strong hands. Jordan Whittington can be a guy to say, hey, Cooper, you're hurting, you're old, you get injured a lot. We got to make a move and go younger. And if I think Davante Adams is a older replacement for Cooper, then that's what they'll do. They'll bring in the veteran Davante Adams to go along with Nakua, Whittington, good tight ends, good running back, replace some guys up front and get better O-line-wise. Stafford wants to retire in L.A. with his wife doing podcasts and shit. I'm sure of it. Stafford would be a fool to try to go shop the market at this age. And what team are you going to go to? If you're going to get traded, guess where you're going? A bad team.
Yeah.
Where are you going to go? The Giants?
Horrible.
The Jets? The Jets? The Raiders? Are you really putting your fucking – I'm a Pete Carroll guy, but there's no way I'm leaving the Rams for the Raiders and think I'm going to have a better opportunity right now at my age.
Yeah, facts.
The Rams are your best option. The Rams are your best. The 49ers are just falling apart before our very eyes. Seahawks have a lame duck head coach, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And the Arizona Cardinals.
You are hilarious.
So those three teams, you're in the perfect league. You're in the perfect league to get a first-round bye, possibly. If not a bye, host a first-round game as they did against Minnesota this year. And this is a perfect scenario.